Kyrie Irving made his Mavericks debut last night. He dropped 24 points in a 110-104 victory over Skip's Clippers. Shannon, do you like what you saw?
I love what I saw. You mean to tell me the Luka-less Mavericks beat the Clippers with Paul George and Kawhi?
Yeah, because they made 17 threes.
Well, I don't know how. Hold on. Kawhi plays defense. Paul George plays defense.
Yeah.
I thought they were this great defensive team.
Yeah.
I guess not.
Wake me up when Luka comes back and the soap opera starts. That's all I know.
Wake me up when y'all start playing some defense and Kawhi plays back-to-back.
Yeah, okay. Final quick thought. I've done a lot of road shows in my time. Best crowd ever right here. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow morning live from Arizona. Stick around, the Herd's next. Russ has been traded in 5 years. Shannon, what happens to Russ now?
Well, I hope he ends up somewhere he can be himself. Not the Russ that was in OKC, because nobody needs that. No one needs a heavy usage, turnover-prone, poor shooting Russ. That's not what they need. But they need a guy that can put pressure on you in transition. They need somebody that can attack the rim, although his percentage of plays that being made at the rim, he's converting 58% of his shots at the rim. That's not good, Skip. He's at the rim. I'm not talking about three. I'm not talking about at the rim. That's not good. I mean, he's made career low 29% of his shot from float range. He's made 32% of his shots from mid range, and he's drained 29% of his threes. What am I supposed to do with that, Skip? So hopefully he gets somewhere where he feels that they value him, they want him. I think early on from last year, Skip, he felt that he was out of place. He felt like he wasn't wanted. Crowd would boo him. Like, no, don't shoot. Don't pass it. It's like everything that he did, it was like such a reaction. And he could see that because he thought he was coming home for a homecoming. And it's been anything but that, because the Laker fans, they know winning basketball. They know championship brands of basketball. And that's not what Russ was playing. So him thinking that he was going to be embraced because he's from the LA area, he grew up loving this team, that was never going to happen. No. You've got to win for them. You've got to play winning basketball for them in order for them to embrace you. And even though Magic had won championships, Skip, they booed him. When he ended up turning the ball over late in the ball game in 1984, they ended up losing, I think, in 7 games to the Celtics.
They did.
They booed him and they dubbed him Tragic Johnson.
They did.
A 2-time Finals MVP got booed.
Yep.
So what did Russ think was going to happen to him? And he didn't have the credentials that Russ had. That Magic had. So, Skip, he's never been a great efficiency player, but his efficiency has even waned from where it was, and he's never been that efficient. So I just hope he can get somewhere where he's embraced. He's allowed to play a style of basketball that's conducive for them winning, but him playing like he wants to play, where he just has the ball and he's doing whatever he wants to do, those days are long, long gone. There are a few teams that are interested out here. The Clippers are interested. I think the Miami Heat are interested, Bulls. But the Clippers, Skip, are kicking themselves, too, because you know what? They had a young man that's on the verge of becoming a superstar, and that's Shai Gilgeous. Just imagine. I'm not so sure I'm taking Paul George over Shai Gilgeous right now as we speak. I'll take Alexander over Paul George.
Fair point. Russell Westbrook. You say
helicopter.
Yeah. You say you hope he finds a place that will embrace him. Who can embrace what you just described? I don't get it.
There's somebody for everybody.
Maybe. Look, I've had my issues with Russ dating back to 2012. I've clashed with Russ because I was saying what I was seeing. I thought Kevin Durant pulled off miracles to coexist with Russ as long as he did, because it went on for a long time.
Right.
He was 10 years into the league. So how many with Russ? That was like 8 years with Russ?
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact from somebody very close to Kevin Durant, he ultimately concluded, I cannot win a championship with Russell Westbrook as my primary decision maker, because Russ dribbled the ball up the court every single time for 8 years.
Yeah.
It was Russ saying, your turn or my turn? I think it's my turn. Kevin would stand over on the ring like, I'm open. No, it's my turn. And to your point, nobody can get downhill better than Russell can. When he gets that look in his eye, when he decides I'm hell-bent for the rim, something is going to happen. Sometimes something really bad is going to happen. No, but he's going to make something happen. Even today, even now, even tonight when we watch, he's gone now, but even in the game the other night, how did you get back in the game in the fourth quarter? You were down 13 with 2.5 minutes left to Oklahoma City, and all of a sudden Russ went berserk. Charging downhill at the rim, and he started, it went in. It actually went in. I can't believe it. It went in. He will play with extreme energy for himself, and it doesn't fit in the team concept that is basketball. But if you put him in Washington, where he's a sideshow for a bad team, it is the ultimate sideshow. I used to watch every Wizards game just to see if he could get to a triple-double because it was impossible that a 6 foot, do we give him 3? Do we give him 6 foot 3-inch guard could average 10 rebounds a game? It's impossible. But he did it on gumption, on grit, on want to. I desire the basketball more than you do, but it doesn't contribute to winning because it's hard to win with him.
He's definitely going to have to change his mindset because I think at this juncture of his career, Skip, he needs to play more complimentary football as opposed to lead
he does play football,
basketball. But sometimes I think he's playing football the way he's trying to run over everybody, and he gets to the Skip. I mean, I watched the other night. He gets to the rim, and he's going to lay the ball up, and the ball goes clear over the rim. I'm like, what the hell is that?
What the hell? It's the worst hands on a point guard you will ever see. So he can't shoot. He can't control the basketball. He assisted. He figured out in Oklahoma City, especially with Steven Adams, if I go hell-bent to the rim and at the last second I draw 2 defenders and I just leave it on the floor, he's going to dunk it and I'm going to get an assist. Okay.
Remember Thomas Bryant had that stretch, Skip? How many late dunks did he get off Russ laying the ball off to him right up under the basket?
Man, I just don't see how any of those contenders could say, we'll get better with Russell Westbrook coming off the bench for us. No, you won't. More trouble than he's worth.
So you don't think the Clippers?
I don't see it. I hope the Clippers don't. That's the last thing they need.
I mean, he could be dumping that thing off to PG and Kawhi.
No, and PG and Kawhi will be over there saying, "What the hell are we doing?"
I'm hoping that's the case.
Okay, I know you are.
I love this discussion, but we're running out of time. We got to leave this one here, guys. We still have to talk about Patrick Mahomes. Does he need to be less flashy? Skip and Shannon, I'm going to get your take on this. I think I know where you're going to go with this, but did the Lakers just become title contenders?
No, but LeBron and myself, we're kicking ourselves because we could have waited